Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and welcome back to Factorio using the C-Block mod pack. I should always say that, right? Anyway, so, why do I have other things on my logistic system storage? Like a random amount of protinium, is that? I don't know why that's logistic system. Maybe I made another chest? I don't know. That's bizarre. I don't know where that would be. What chest is that referring to? It's gotta be something in range of this. But there's... I don't know. What chest is that talking about? Anyway, I'm getting immediately distracted when I'm trying to, lead with something interesting. So, between parts, I went ahead and I laid out more solar panels. So we're at a point where where we haven't quite gotten it down to 0 during the day, but we're close. We'll fix that by building more stuff, build more factory. But yeah, we're moving into the mid game, what I consider to be the middle part of Factorio, where you have your bootstrap base that will do the initial science and provide all the tools you need to expand into another base. Now we're going to build this base, which, well, starting from about here and over, we're going to have a base that's going to focus on making science. And eventually we'll have an endgame base that will also be focused on making science, but will be beaconed. This is not being set up for beacons. So we're in the middle of creating this little unit. This unit creates some it's intended to output it's intended to output the mineral sludge. We have to get the filtration set up still, but I'm also going to output the sulfuric wastewater, just because I was looking between parts at the best way to get sulfuric wastewater. And there are many ways, but they're all byproducts that produce other... It's not there. Wastewater. We need the wastewater, by the way, so we can make blue algae, which is necessary. It's the only way to get multi-phase oil, which is the only way to get oil. The only source of crude oil is multi-phase oil, that I'm aware of at least. And the raw gas is similar. This is the only way to get natural gas liquids. Both of which are things we need. Not so much this side, although we will need this side too. But the crude oil, we'll need it for the naphtha. Right? I mean, one other way to make that is with synthesis gas, which requires tech that we don't have. And we can't get until we already spend naphtha. So we do need to make sulfuric wastewater to do the whole blue cellulose fiber tree in some way. It's not self-supporting. It'll help once we get started, but it'll need a constant influx of sulfuric wastewater. And the ways to get that are not many. Well, no, there are many, but they're all somewhat difficult to deal with. Probably the best way would be to go switch to using charcoal filters and on the sludge. That would get you a slightly better rate, but I don't want to do that. We generated, of course, when we're making crushed things, and we'll try to grab some of that. I'm sorry, when we're generating chunks, some types of chunks at least. But yeah, I think our focus is going to be grabbing sulfuric wastewater from our filters and then just storing it somewhere until we have our setup complete. Oh, it's all nighttime. Let's see. So we just made this. We're creating a bunch of mineralized water, and we're creating a bunch of... Does this have water? Yeah, it does. We're creating a bunch of crystal slurry. I'm not entirely certain that this ratio is going to work. I think we might be low on mineralized. I don't know. When I calculated it just recently, it seemed like we'd be fine, but when we calculated it the first time, it seemed like we'd be crazy short. So, yeah, we'll see. We might want to build in some specific provisions to clarify out the side that gets too heavy. Do we have the circuit network, right? Where are my wires? Yeah. So we might end up doing something there. Oh, this is what was in the logistic network. I guess I am a logistic part of that network. Okay, that makes sense. So me being in range means the robots have access to me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this filtered. So we need 2 filters, and we're gonna need a assembling machine between them. Should I make it a yellow assembling machine? I probably should. Gotta use those advanced circuits on something. Okay, filtration. So it's gonna need purified water, which is down. It's also gonna need the sulfuric, not the sulfuric. It's gonna need the mineralized, and that, which is also down, which is up. So it's kind of not. The orientation that I want this in is not obvious. Let's go with this. Oh, wait a minute. This doesn't need purified water. The little thing in between them does. Is that right? Is it that one? That'd be making the crystal seedlings, which we don't need. Alright. And this is about making ceramic from purified water, which comes in from down there. So that will be purified. This will be the sludge. This will be the sulfuric. I guess I can make this more to one side or the other, but oh well. It does make this taller, unfortunately, but I'm not seeing a good way to fix that. So these are the outputs. Just put them there for now. So when we were playing this before in 0.15, we were at this point in the game when we were trying to move on to a more a grander structure sort of thing. We were approaching this where, well, somewhat naively, we were approaching it by just saying, well, make every single type of chunk available, and then we'll let's go ahead and do something of chests. We'll make every chunk available, and we will, what am I saying? We'll make every chunk we can, and then we'll sort every chunk, and then we'll go ahead and turn everything we get, every piece of ore we get out of that, into plates. We didn't really have a lot of direction. We didn't have a lot of focus about what we wanted to do. Instead, we just kind of saw what could we do. You know, it's that whole, we spent so long thinking about if we could that we didn't spend enough time thinking about if we should, sort of thing. Anyway, this will work, right? Yeah, that'll work. And we ended up making a big mess of things. We ended up having so much, there were so much interdependencies for everything that nothing was being made at the time it needed to be. We'll need to go grab some alumina. We have alumina. We can just go ahead and make stuff. Where is that? Ceramic filters. It's just 1 for 1. 20 is fine. Okay. So instead of doing that this time, I have come up with a plan. So in order to make blue science, you need ore in this, or we need plates in this ratio. And you also need wood, and you also need oil stuff. But to get plates in this ratio, I'm trying to figure out what's the easiest way to do this and not have a lot of extra components. And the toughest one, of course, is gold. Gold There's gold. So gold ore at the moment, the only way we have access to this is by making rubite chunks. And we have to do that. We have to have rubite chunks. Eventually we'll be able to make it from a complicated mess of crystals and hybrid catalysts. But that's just a mess. That's like really late game. We'll do that. When we have a beacon set up to make all these crystals and stuff, we'll probably do that. But for now, rubite will do enough. And that will also give us the aluminum we need. And it will give us too much lead. We'll need lead for solder, but we're going to have far more than we need from that. And I don't know how to solve that problem. I think we're just going to have to end up blowing up a bunch of lead after every now and then. Because there's just no way to get the gold we need and not have too much lead. Yeah. Maybe if this was the only source of lead in the entire factory, it would be sufficient. But, anyway. So, that's one thing. That's going to cover the aluminum, half of the solder, and the gold. Otherwise, we need these things, silicon and tin. Crushed bobmonium gives us both silicon and tin, so it seems an obvious thing. And then we can use crushed stereotype to get the iron and copper. And we need a lot more copper than iron, so that's why we went stereotype instead of sapphirite. So that's the plan. We're just going to have three types of things being made. And 2 of them will just be crushed, not chunks. Unfortunately, these chunks give me nitric wastewater, not the sulfuric. Which gives me mineralized water, but no tangible. And even then, I don't know if I'm going to do anything with the mineralized water. I'm not sure. Anyway. Should I turn this on? I mean, I guess I kind of want to see if it just works. Let's go ahead and... Well, we don't have anything to consume these yet. I guess we could, like, put them in tanks. Just a couple tanks here. I like that. Might have a couple clarifiers right there to deal with this imbalance when it comes up. I'm not sure which direction it'll come up in though, so we'll have to wait. I am out of iron. That is very loud. Turn it down a little bit. There we go. So we'll have some storage, and we'll just be able to see it go for a while. Let's power it up. Those all will be powered. This isn't a good way to power those. Let's place those somewhere else. Unfortunately, I want to like right across, but there is no right across for that one. We'll make do. It'll look a little ugly, but that's okay. Nothing new there. And then this will be how it connects. Some people only place their power lines in absolutely straight lines. I am not one of those people. Alright. It should be going, right? Let's see where it breaks. So we're slowly generating the sulfuric acid we need. Now sulfuric acid. There we go. Got a bunch of geodes. Bunch of purified water. I didn't put these in yet. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? There. Okay, all the dust goes up. This is... They're set wrong. Okay, I switched that. I switched the machines. I did not switch their outputs. Let's turn that off real quick. There's always something. I swear, there's always something. I didn't switch the filters, but I did switch which machine went where. So this one needs to be like that. Okay. Let's try that again. Pretend that didn't happen. It was just a test. This is going pretty constantly. It might not even be enough. We might need to have multiple. Are these gonna all end up stopped? It seems good. Yeah, I think it's okay. Let's keep it up. Doesn't feel like it. Feels like it needs another one. We got space for another one. We can go ahead and add it. Oh yeah, I need pipes. Okay. Well, this can fail to go for a little bit while we go and get pipes. But yeah, I feel like we're really moving into the mid-game now. We got our little bootstrap base keeping us going for a time. And we can use this to make more things. I should probably make another one of those. In fact, let's look around. Well, no. Let's go get this going, and then we can come back and check on it to make sure it can persist. So we needed some pipes. Is this the same as that? It is. It's fine. Well, now it's certainly all backed up. But that's okay. Well, now it's clear. Apparently 2 of these can deal with it much better. Anyway. So this is all stopped. Why is it stopped? Because these can't output fast enough? Because these can't filter fast enough? Lack of mineralized water. Yeah, I thought so. I thought there was going to be a problem with mineralized water. I don't know why it didn't show up when I was thinking it would. Well, let's just, you know, be kind of let's just knock this out seriously. We'll make sure to... Because this is going to end up just having the ones that output more, that output further this way, not be able to output, and then that will take out the entire thing, and so on. We need to balance those two. I'd rather not do it by throwing away crystal slurry. We'll make some electrolyzers. Two? Or just one, maybe? Maybe two. We'll do two. Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong, but for some... let's see. When I was trying to work this out, it said I was going to have enough mineralized. So I was going to be producing 98 and split over 2 filtration units. That's more than they could pull in, even. Crushed stone right here. I don't know. I don't know. It could be it's just, it is sufficient, but it's really, icky. Like, the ones that produce more stone, maybe it's the layout, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to go ahead and get some electrolyzers. And I already had 2, so that's a waste of time. So we'll put another one right here. That's only going to add when that one's empty, because the crushed stone over there has to go. Otherwise, it'll cause problems. Where is my... that. No, underflow. Which I'm so happy the devs put into, the mod owner put into this game. Because I kept on wanting to have an underflow for exactly this reason. For I wanted to only add mineralized water at certain times. And now I can. So, you know, good deal. Only add mineralized water when the main source is low. That's what the underflow valves are for. Anyway. So a couple electrolyzers. I should just put this, turn it a little bit. How high does this go? Am I making it taller? So this is the top right there. But it goes down really low, so it's not a problem. We'll use yellows. We should get in the habit of using yellows. It's not even those. It's ore crushers. Well, I could put this back here. I like that. So just direct insert rather than having an intermediary belt. Oh, water, please. You know, this might not produce water fast enough. I hadn't thought about that. I mean, there's presumably a reason why you want those higher tiers. Bronze. We don't have bronze. No? It's going? Why is... Oh, it's got output. A couple of these. I mean, this could be another way to make purify water, but oh well. I might want to make this longer. It doesn't feel like it's producing fast enough. Let's make another 2. Actually, it's just a water issue, isn't it? Okay, yeah, we do need to have multiple of these. Perhaps. Or each one gets its own, perhaps? $100 water per second for each. How much does it consume? 100 water every 2 seconds. I'm torn. Should I make another one? I kind of want to work out the numbers, but I kind of don't care that much. One issue is that these are going to preferentially be taking it from this side. I think it's sorting itself out. Now this belt is mostly red. In a moment, it'll finish all the cyan, and it'll be mostly... Yeah, we're letting other stuff in. Okay. Let's just be safe and give it a bit more... why not just duplicate it? This would be a great time if I had logistic bots, or if I had personal robot port, but I don't. Need one of those. Flare stack. I still haven't got my mall done. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but things keep coming up, or I get distracted, and other things, excuses and such. Oh, is that gonna actually pull in the hydrogen? I don't think so. I think it's just poorly it doesn't look right. Come on. There. These don't even use 100 per second, so that one of those is definitely sufficient. And I don't feel that bad about using them. I mean, I could just have a line coming right there. It would work just as well. This just keeps the piping cleaner a little bit. Yeah, that actually is overloading the single ore crusher. But no worries. Now we're burning through the crystal slurry, at least. I might need to have a clarifier for if I have too much mineralized, because this system is going to stay maxed out, and this will eventually not be able to create more mineralized. Yeah, let's do that. So clarifier, bring clarity to the situation, or whatever. Overflow. There. I'm not sure I like it. It seems to work, but I'm not sure I like it. It feels like there's a lot of geos not happening. Lots of idle time on these machines because they can't output. Just to give it a bit better at the other side of the thing. I mean, this is going full blast. This is not, but that's because it's supply limited. None of these are backed up because they can't drop out their rock. I might want to make another one of these. Like up here. It's a little messy. But yeah, right now, doubling this up did not help this at all. Can I make one? I don't have the rock for it. I can't make the rock manually. Sulfuric acid seems fine though. Seems fine. I just want to get this working before I like make 10 copies of it. So that's kind of why I'm agonizing a bit over it, more than I should perhaps. This is brass, right? And not bronze. I need rock. Bricks. Oh, am I trailing stuff behind me? I probably am. Some random ore sorter on a belt somewhere, maybe? I got it here, so... Anyway. I wonder if turning this into a better induction furnace would help. It feels like this is backed up. Like, where are those? Mark II. I just had it here. Where? Oh, this isn't being made yet. Alright. I need to get some modules out at some point. Make some efficiency gains. What was I doing? I was gonna walk away. I was gonna let that run for a bit. But I wanted to go up and fix something first. Well, we've got plenty of solar panels. We could expand further. But then our farms will feel bad because we haven't given them anything to do. Or they're just there to get us through the night. That's the real issue. Which is funny, I suppose. Why is this all red again? Maybe I should have added like a buffer chest to try to even out the distribution. Oh, I'm starting to see too much mineralized. Is it actually clarifying it? It is. Which is a necessary evil, unfortunately. I guess I could... Like, do I have actual pumps? These. Need engine units. And there's kind of no room for them. I didn't leave enough room for a real pump. Well, it seems terrible to make all this extra mineralized only to clarify it away, but... Well, then why isn't this making the crystal slurry fast enough? One of these should be enough. I looked at that. It might just be there's too much backup. Yeah, we're only gonna be making... We only have 9 dust per second, so this should deal with that. Well, no, this is every 3 seconds. Did I calculate that right? I was thinking that the time was... Ooh, the time is 3. So that's not sufficient. What if we had 2 of them? I don't know what I'm looking at. Yeah, I had the wrong recipe time. 2 is be sufficient. We'll need to make another one. I kind of didn't leave room for expanding the piping. Let's just redo this bit here. We'll figure out how to get the mineralized down in a moment. Let's get the liquefier 2s. I'm glad I'm taking a moment to test this. I probably should have tested it earlier in chunks, rather than waiting till now. But whatever. I wonder if we're making enough sulfuric acid now. I think we are, because we weren't looking at the number of things, we were looking at ratios. So it should be fine. Just need to output it right. This is the mineralized. Okay. Maybe that'll work. It's more complicated than I wanted it to be. Are we outputting this right? Yeah, we're producing a ton of mineral sludge. And we're finally eating up this faster than that. Did I get that recipe right? Let me make sure. I might have not. 1. And I said it was going to be... Where's the mineralized? There, yeah, it's recipe 1. These are 1.5. And we got that one right. This is 1. That's 1. Okay, I just screwed up one little bit. I think this should work better. I hate the waste there on that extra mineralized water. But I'm not sure what else to do with it that would make it better. Oh well. There's no lights. We're kind of moved away from lights. Because now we have night vision. Okay, I like this design. I think it's a successful design. It's a little messier than I want it to be towards the end. And a little uneven. But I would be okay with making a dozen of these. Let's make some space first. Why am I not using a bigger paintbrush? Little annoying. I should get that last little bit of research. The inserters, why not? It's cheap. But there's this like interface for inserters that I don't get. I don't know how to use it. I don't need to use it. It's not necessary. Bad timing? I like the sniper turrets. It's so much safer than having to charge in and let them hit you while you're setting up turrets. They've got quite the range. I'm not gonna get that. Well, no, I'm not gonna get that. That's going too far. There's no better way to do it than this. I mean, there used to be a mod I was looking at that lets you like place a building, and then the building would make landfill around it. So you could just place them in like a chest full of landfill, and it would come back. You come back like 20 minutes later, and it would be a little square full of landfill already filled out. But even then was it doesn't work on the newest patch, and the bots still are terrible at placing landfill. I'm a little worried about this. I don't like how it's backing up. It's having water trouble of all things. It's 100 per, and this is producing 100 per. Let's put 2 of them. Even the cheat items are so inconvenient. This isn't perfect, but I think I can live with it. Don't include that. We'll have to deal with that special each time. How much of a gap did I leave there? I left one space. One. All right. Let's get this logistics. There should be a word that's like that. I'm looking for the word, but I'm not finding the word. It's a word that means to place within the range of a roboport so that logistic robots are aware of it. I probably should make more roboports. I haven't looked at this in a long time. Like, are the red circuits still going? I don't think they are. I think they needed me to move things around manually. And I've been lax about that. Here, go ahead, make more. You're out of carbon, of all things. Yeah, this ran out of circuits. Ah well, we got a decent number of reds. Enough to make another roboport? If we had more iron and steel, sure. I guess I don't really need to do that anymore. I can just grab some off the thing, but that's okay. Where is that? It's right here. And now we'll need to make so many things, like ridiculous amounts of things, in order to get that populated. But each one of these things, from what I calculated, which might be wrong because I already found an error in my calculations, is going to be producing enough to power 10 of these, or more precisely, 8 of these. Well, probably 9 of these, and a assembly machine making the catalysts, which we're not going to use sometimes, but. Yeah, for each of these we can have a little end bit at the end which will produce whatever ore we particularly need at the moment. How's power? It's starting to pick up actually. We're consuming more things from our washing plants. That's when we turn back on the science. You can see right there. But it didn't die back down. I guess it's having to repopulate. Well, we have plenty of solar panels we can place out. Let's do that. Just get a bit more room for solar panels. I don't know if it's half in the box, whether it counts. I guess we'll find out. This is all slow because of lack of these. This is slow because of lack of copper. All right. Do I have another one of those? I do. I have 2 more. Okay. Let's start making a mess. Will this encompass if I put it up here? Yes, it will. There. Now there's so many things my bots need to have. And that doesn't even cover the northern one. Does it cover all the way out? No, we need another one of these. Well, at least we can get started. And the bots are so slow. But that would give us a nice starting base of mineral production. Or rather of mineral sludge production, which we can then turn into metal production. Okay, I'm gonna take a break right there. Maybe I'll let my bots go for a bit more between parts. So thank you everyone for watching. My name is Michael Young. This is Factorio using the C-Block mod pack.